Hey guys, welcome to Venting with Us. Happy Saturday. Yes, we are doing this today. Oh God. So it has been a crazy week. We're still doing this. Redoing the main things in the apartment. Doing a little upkeep and whatnot. So it's been overdue. And I always had said that I was going to do this. After I had did the flooring, I was waiting for them to do the painting, which is going to actually happen next week, Saturday. So I'm very excited. So yeah, we're definitely gonna just fluff things up a little bit and just very excited. So to kind of see everything. I've been going back and forth with colors. It started out with blue, then we went into pink, and then we were like, no, we're not doing that. And now I think we've kind of gone into the green. So I'm gonna do green with a little bit of gold, a little it's I'm gonna try and make it pop. I went to the at home store last week and I was blown away, first of all, with the amount of amazing products that they have in there. Like, you want pillows? They got pillows galore over there. If you want like bathroom stuff, I mean, it just was amazing. I do like the at home store. Um, it was like my first time going to it. Um, so I was kind of like, ooh, I'm gonna be in trouble here. So I was good though. I kind of just kept a tally of the things that I liked. I took photos of everything and what I'm gonna do and things I'm gonna buy. Of course, girl likes a budget. So um, you know, it was I'm also going to put in a rug. So I was looking at rugs and everything. So, it took me almost 2 years to really be satisfied with certain colors and doing things. And I think every girl or every guy goes through this. You want your place to look good and you want it to be comfy. And I think I've gotten to the point though also, it's like when I come home, I just want to be in my comfort zone. So I'm kind of just upgrading everything, also getting a new refrigerator, which I'm so excited about. Yes, very excited about this. That has been a long time coming. So, um, went today. It's been pouring, so it's just been such a washout this weekend, which I guess, this is a good weekend if you want to watch the sports, do laundry, all of that great stuff, that you could just be lazy about. Here's the funny thing. Does everybody else do what I do, or am I just the only psycho one that does this? So I literally went to the supermarket, bought a whole bunch of food, had probably ran through different recipes of what I possibly might want to eat today. And I probably spent about almost $300 on groceries, right? I'm coming home and I say to myself, I'm not cooking nothing. I am too tired. This weather has me tired, exhausted. And I get into like extreme lazy mode when um I am out and about, and especially when it rains. Like I love it when it rains and I don't have to do anything because then it's like I can sleep in a little bit longer. And I normally do get up about 8 o'clock. Yes, even on weekends. I would love to sleep in. My body just doesn't let me sleep in. I remember when I used to be able to wake up at like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't do that anymore. My body is just like, but then what happens is that I'm tired. So I'll do what I need to do, but then I'm like, ugh, I feel like I'm spent. I also think that I'm just overdue for a vacation. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of doing a couple of days here and there. I can feel it. The stress level is building. So I'm definitely feeling it. I need a vacation from this vacation. No, I need a vacation. No, I am not on vacation though. Um, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it, guys. Because I'm a little bit fed up. TikTok. Um, so Trump has extended the shutdown of TikTok once again. And I really do believe that they're gonna come out with a settlement. I know people are like, not again, we're doing this. Oh my god. If they shut it down, if I lose my app, I'm not gonna do it again. First of all, for those that um deleted their apps when this had hit the first time, you shouldn't have done that. Everybody was just like going crazy and they didn't know what to do. So everybody just kind of jumped ship. And some of us over here, we were like, nah, let's not even dabble in that. So we stood put and we definitely still have our TikTok. And I know that there was this thing where if you upgraded your phone, you would lose the TikTok. That did not happen to me either. So, but I think we're all just annoyed because the last shutdown that they did, which only lasted what, a couple of hours, 16 hours or something like that, it ruined the algorithm. So everybody now is are where they're if you're looking at something, it's gonna automatically put you into that algorithm base. So if you like to post a lot of like let's say makeup tutorial or if you like comedy or if you do any of that stuff, it's gonna put you in that one little box. So what's been happening is that a lot of people have been getting upset because they're like, oh, you haven't been following me, you haven't seen my videos. Well, yeah, because the algorithm is different. Um, I had a guy who lashed out on me on TikTok because he was doing duets and I was not seeing them at all. Come to find out, he's an idiot. He literally made all of this fuss for nothing because it had nothing to do with not someone seeing their profile. It just had to do with the algorithm. And, you know, I have to say, to find the balance of the algorithm, it's extremely frustrating. Because once you get that flow, then that's what keeps pumping out those videos. So a little tip. I kind of figured this out a little bit and it did work. I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna work, but what I did was to kind of get my algorithm back was I found old videos that had low views on them. So if they had like 4 or 5 views on it, because I post 10 videos, 10 to 20 videos per day. I started, well, let me go back a little bit. I was posting 20 videos every single day. I have now dropped it down to 10. And that's because my schedule it's just getting crazy. We're getting very busy over here on this side. So I went from 20 down to 10, and then I still noticed that the algorithm wasn't flowing. So I was like, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. I got to figure this out. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something that's amiss here. So then what I did was, because the algorithm was messing up a lot of my content, I decided, okay, why don't I do this? Why don't I just repost all of those low views. No one's seen them, 4 people, and that was like a long time ago. So repost it and then pull your algorithm back into a rhythm. That's what I did. And so if you see my views, you see my views that now have gotten higher, especially on YouTube. That was crazy to me, what happened with YouTube, because I do get a lot of followers, but within 5 minutes, I was hitting 1K, 2K, 3K, and now I'm at 7K on a lot of my videos within 5 minutes. And that was for reposting all of those old videos so that way it can pull it back and have that rhythm back. So for everyone out there that is having that same issue where you're having low views, I highly recommend you going back, go through all your videos. You can resave them if you've deleted them off your phone, because I know, I save my stuff, but then I delete them because of obviously my storage. But take those videos, guys, and then repost them. And you're going to see, and then don't even put the same comment. Try and make it a different comment so that way it seems more fresh. That's the only little tidbits that I did. And I'm telling you, it worked. Um, the other thing that a lot of accounts are getting shut down for is there's been this thing ever since also with the Switch, and it's just so frustrating. Everybody's account got restricted. So I'm going to show you how to get your account unrestricted, okay? Now, my account got restricted, and I was like, oh my God, it's because I was cursing. I curse like a whore in a lot of my videos. But they're reenactments. So the reason I got in trouble for my account and it got restricted, was because I started promoting. Okay, so I'm a part of the creator content, which a lot of you guys that follow me know this. And thank you so much. I love you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you. Those little cheeky cheeks come in and they're helping, guys. Um, so because I'm a part of the creators program and the affiliate program, I figured, okay, well, why don't I take advantage of this, because I am making money off of my Tide commercial, and also off of my beauty cosmetics. Why don't I try and promote also like Tiffany's? I love my Tiffany's. Everybody knows this. I'm a Tiffany's girl, Chanel girl. I love my Chanel queen. Um, period.com. But I I really love just if I find something, a product, I want to let you guys know about it. I'm a person that loves to save. I love a budget. I love anything that I can find a sale on. So, if it helps me, I want to help me help you, you help me, you know. Um but I promoted NYX, which I absolutely love. I love NYX. I am a huge NYX fan. I love that brand. And I found this lipstick. I have an issue with lipsticks. Lipsticks do not stay on for whatever reason on these lips. They don't. I literally, after every couple of minutes of posting videos, I have to keep reapplying. And it's the most annoyingest thing, because the one thing that you want to do is do your videos, get them done, and then move on. But meanwhile, that doesn't happen with me. So my videos do take a little bit longer to do. But so I promoted NYX, I promoted Tiffany, I promoted Corex, which is okay. That's another thing that pissed me off on top of it. I've been using this cream on my face for years. Okay, it's snail cream. But it's cleared my skin. Um, I've never really had acne issues. I've always taken good care of my skin, but to give it that soft, glowy look, I do use Corex. And you can right now you can actually go on to my TikTok, and if you want, you can look it up. It's a little bit cheaper on there. It's right now on sale for $12, so you can buy it there. I've been buying it for $50. So when I found it on sale, I wanted to promote it, and let everybody know about it, because people were like, "Oh my God, this is the most amazing thing in the whole entire world." No, well, yes, I do know it's amazing, and I've been using it for years, but I gotta take advantage of this, right? Well, apparently TikTok's new rule is that you do what a lot of the brands, and I had spoken to my girlfriend Amanda, who actually does the makeup line and everything, and she actually has permission from like Lady Gaga, she has Chanel, she has all of these great different brands that work with her. But she had to get their permission first. So what happened was that caused my account to get restricted because I did not ask for permission. Well, how the hell was I supposed to know that? Because if you go through TikTok and you promote it from there and you put the link on there, you're supposed to be able to still have access to promote these products. So I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Well, turns out I got in trouble. So um I checked my account, because you can check your account, guys. Check your account. Even if it's spinning and it's all green, when you get to the end, it still says account restricted. In there, it will tell you why your account was restricted. So I found the 3 videos, and of course, it was all of the product. I ended up deleting it. I put in a ticket with TikTok, and someone got back to me, and my account went back into good standing. So now I know. Oh, the other thing that ended up happening was after all of that had happened, then my views went down again, and I was back in that 100, 200 low view, which honestly, guys, I tell everybody this: don't worry about the views. The views will come. Just focus on being creative, putting out great content, um and just having fun with it, because once it gets to the point where it's work, then it's not fun anymore. So right now for me, I'm having a great time. I'm just making the videos. I do a lot of reenactments. Some of the content is my content, and those I have been seeing some. Please continue to support the Bronx video, because the Bronx video is like well over 20K right now. It's like crazy. um Um, but I always tell people, don't worry about the views so much. The higher that you get in your following, which I have right now, I think 10.3K followers, or 10.6. I think it's 10.6. I have no idea where my phone is. Um, which is crazy because we all know that she has phone-itis. That's Julia. I have a new assistant working with us on the show, so I'm very excited. Welcome, Julia. She doesn't like the camera, but she is helping with the show now. So, and she's helping me with little things. I'm very excited. Thank you, Julia. I don't no, I don't need my phone. Um so um it's 10.6. Oh, it's 10. She's saying it's 10.6. Okay, so it's 10.6. So she's actually looking at the number. Um, oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Um, so it's so cute because she's like this. This is the way she's talking to me right now. She's like, The show's a mess. But I'm very excited. So welcome, Julia, to the crew. But yeah, so definitely just again, just focus on that. If your views are low, you can do the same thing. I put in a ticket, another ticket into TikTok, and my views are now going back into the same 400 or 500 rhythm again, and hopefully we can just continue to get them up and up and up and up and up and do this. Um, so my fear though with this is that um if the next 7 days we don't go forward or something happens or we get shut down again for another couple of hours, or is this algorithm going to hurt us again? So, it's kind of up in the air, but I think we're all just pretty much learning and growing and trying to make it, into what we can while we have it. I know a lot of people went into lemonade. I am not doing the lemonade. And I see people trying to get me to go in there. But I don't want to go in there. I don't like lemonade. But if someone will explain, why I should be a part of this, I am a part of so much social media. I cannot keep up, which is why I ended up having to get someone to help me with this show, and along with all of my social media, because I just can't do it anymore. It's become my baby monster. Which is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. I never thought that I would get to this point. I always kind of imagined that I would get to this point, but now I'm at this point. It's like, okay, cool. you know? Um, I I'm feeling very blessed. I'm feeling very excited with a lot of opportunity that's been happening. Summer's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Um, so, but yeah, I would just suggest and recommend everybody just again with TikTok. This is so crazy that we're actually going through this again and we're doing this again. And it's like, give us a break, so that way we can continue to try and make money and really just help us out a little bit, because right now it is getting crazy out there. It really is getting crazy out there. It's getting so expensive, and a lot of people want, they need that extra income to come in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I can't even hear when I heard about the TikTok ban again, I said, we're doing this again. All right. Are all of our tricks that we just learned from the last one, are they gonna work on this one? I don't know. I hope so. So I have to tell you guys, I'm drinking Red Bull, which you guys know I love my Red Bulls. I really honestly, if the owner or somebody from the company of Red Bull, you guys really, really, I really could be your spokesperson, because I'm always drinking Red Bulls, and I thought it was gonna turn my mouth blue. It didn't, and that was my worst fear. I was like, I don't want to do that because it might turn my mouth blue. But they've been coming out with all the new ones, and that's why I love them. So this is the June Berry, which I've never tasted. This one's actually not that bad. I actually feel kind of more energized after just drinking this one. So then again, this is my second one for today. I'm exhausted, guys. Like I need a break. I'm gonna be wired. I'm gonna be like a little minion later, making videos like that's gonna be me. That is gonna be me in just in a few minutes. Watch, hold yourself. You know. Yeah. So this is my second one of these. Somebody stop her. So the last episode we were talking about Gene Hackman and everything. It is so crazy that the news actually came out and said that they still have the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife still have not been identified. Like they're still waiting for someone to actually claim the bodies, and the bodies haven't been claimed. And they said this is a normal thing. I don't understand how this is a normal thing. How is this a normal thing? I don't understand. Like, but okay, to each his own. Um, Selena Gomez came out with her new album with Benny Blanco. Oh my God. I have to say, I absolutely love the album. I love the album. I love the direction. I love that they're such a great couple. And he really, really, truly loves her. And I always tell people, like, and and I get this a lot from my friends, like, no, you don't want to be with somebody. It's not about that. It's not about being picky. It's not, it's not a flag if you've been single for a really long time. You just may have not found your person yet. Um, but I love how much he loves her and the fact that he respected the amount of um he knew that she was broken, basically, and it's and he's explained it in interviews where he's had to be patient with her and really had to be careful with how he says things, how he approaches her. And that is not because he's in fear or anything. It's a thought process. You're respecting someone knowing that they've been so hurt from the last person and the last person and the last person and the last person that he didn't want her to be so tainted. So he wanted to show her a different type of light. And you can definitely see it. She's so happy. You can tell that they're in love. I absolutely eat it. And I love every time he talks about her, he's like, no, this is the love of my life. So, and I know that Justin Bieber is probably sitting back and, you know, I truly do believe that Justin Bieber does still love Selena Gomez. And I think that his trauma affected their relationship. Um, we all know, or we're all kind of assuming of these things allegedly. We don't really know. It's never been spoken. But obviously we know that there's stuff that has happened, especially with the whole Diddy case coming up. Um, and I don't feel like he's happy. I kind of feel like when someone leaves a relationship, they go for the next person and they try to make that relationship work to have this persona, to have this image because you want it to work. And I don't think that it's working. But again, we don't know. We don't live in their house. We don't know exactly what's happening. But it is kind of odd, Justin, that she comes out with her album. It is a huge hit because we know that you have tried to help her with her albums and they were never successful. This is actually the first album that's been the most successful in her whole entire career. And I love the album. I love that Benny took her into a whole direction, a different direction than what we're used to of the Selena. So I'm here for it. Big huge fan. Um, I it's just weird that this album comes out and then all of a sudden he's like now he has to put music out. It's just the little things, like she does photos and then all of a sudden now he's crying in the media all of a sudden, like it's just a little shade. Allegedly. All right, guys, well, as usual,
this is it. This is where we cut ties. We're going to see each other again next week. We're going to keep doing this. I do apologize. There was no episode last week. I was just beyond. But we're gonna make this. We're gonna try and make this happen. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend, and definitely keep the comments coming. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I see the numbers. The numbers are increasing. We are getting bigger. Again, thank you to Ali and Mark and everyone that has helped me with this show and keeping it going and keeping me motivated. I have to so thanks guys. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Can't wait for more to come. Love you.